What is this? Introducing new gestures reaction. Use gestures to send reactions easily. Your video must be on. Okay, it's on. I'm gonna give you a high. Where did that go? There was a prompt, some
What
new
was
feature
it
that they.
saying?
It was like kuch nahi, इसमें like there were high fives and thumbs up and thumbs down.
Let's
I mean,
high
they make
five.
it like, there you go. We can just do it within the camera.
Oh,
Uh, wait, my laptop will die, so let me bring my charger. I made cookies,
you
but they
made
look really
cookies.
sad.
That's what you
But
were
they look
doing
so
since
sad.
morning.
No, no, that was downstairs. They were cleaning the place today, so I went down and then I just sat there. And then I was rereading the second half of the book because I think I read when I was half asleep, so I didn't remember anything. So I was like, wait a second, was I watching something last night or was I reading this book last night? Because I was also listening to some podcast. So I was
While
confused.
you
I
were
was like,
reading,
no, after I read, but I think I was pretty sleepy. And I don't enjoy reading, so I have to do it on my laptop, and I don't enjoy that at all because it's like a big piece of junk on my lap.
why don't you do it on your
Uh,
phone?
what? Like this tiny thing? My eyes are gonna go crazy. I don't know. I'm blind anyway.
You
I
can
actually
increase the
did go,
font size. You know that, right?
and then what? Like increase so I could just read like four
Four
words.
words at a time. Once upon a
No,
time. Next.
actually, I could use Basam's iPad because he doesn't really use it. Zoe लेके जाती है school. Otherwise, I was thinking I'll use hers. But then the school said, we don't provide iPad. You guys have to bring it yourself. Okay. No,
Hmm.
my cookies look really sad because I cannot figure out the oven. It's an electric oven. और उसमें एक button है तो Basam, because Basam figured it out and he's like, okay, you have to press this button and then the oven will turn on because it's like one of those the oven come microwave ones.
Hmm.
But then it just wasn't working. It's become a pile of like it's just a flat bread now.
Which cookies did you make?
Chocolate chip cookie. I
Mm.
made it for the little one because I kind of feel bad that she has to travel so much and she comes so late. So I'm like, okay, she has something to look forward to. So she has nothing to look forward to. I didn't even plan the dinner because I thought, oh, I'll give her cookies and she'll be happy with that because she's been craving my cookies for a while.
Mm.
Anyway, I'll figure it out later on, but this is one of the things that happens when you move out of your comfort zone and move to a new place. And then in the new place, it takes time to figure things out. And then once we move to our own place, I think it'll be fine. Because,
Do you have your oven that's coming from China or no? The house will have it.
thankfully, this house has everything. So we don't have to buy it.
Okay.
But usually, you do have to install your own appliances over here.
Oh,
But
okay.
this house is with everything, so we don't have to do anything. But the other ones that we were looking at, you have to get your own fridge. I think stove was installed, but fridge, freezer if you want, or whatever if you have one with both. Then AC units. We also saw in some places you had to install the AC units, and we're like, listen, we're here for like 2 years. I mean, why can't the landlord do it?
Does it get
What are we
that
going to do
hot?
afterwards? It does get hot.
Hmm. Humid.
Gets well and humid as well.
Hmm.
I think this time it got to 38. I mean, Shanghai was pretty hot this time. Yeah, it was late 30s. But
Wow.
it's like, but it's not 45, you know. So I guess.
Hmm.
Anyway, shall we start? Shall we?
Welcome to Call Me When You Land. Call me when you land. So today is the third episode of Call Me When You Land. And I'm Tahira. And my other
And I'm
partner.
Anita,
Hi,
is
Anita.
right here. Hello, hello, Tyra. I'm in Tokyo, but you know
Mm,
what? I will be in Pakistan
yes.
in what's the date today? I think I'll be there in about 10 days.
Yay!
So excited.
Yeah,
I
we'll
am
be
so excited.
recording video also when you're here.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I am so excited. I'm going to eat so much. I'm going to eat parathas every
Mm.
day. I'm going to eat chaat every day. And if someone is coming from Karachi, I will beg them to bring me the bun kebab because let's be real. The bun kebabs in Lahore are pretty shit.
Hmm.
So, Karachi bun kebab is what I want to try. Anyway, I just want to eat this time around because I'm craving desi food and we haven't really found a desi place that we liked. Actually, we tried three places over here and all three of them were quite sad. Um,
Listen, I sent you
mhm.
on
Yeah.
Insta link of this guy who makes apparently the best biryani in the world, and he's in Tokyo.
Yes, I saw that and I sent it to my husband. And I'm like, okay, book it.
Yeah, go try it.
So I think we'll try and get a reservation for Sunday. Saturday we're a little bit busy. But if not, then I think we can go during the week too. And then I'll be like, you know what? This is not biryani.
You already made
How
up your
can you?
mind. This is what you're
I
going to
was
say.
because you know what? I don't think anyone does justice to biryani outside of homes. That's
Karachi.
it. Mommies and daddies and nannies and people at home make the best biryani, and I guess Karachi is okay as well. But I honestly think that the biryanis that you get at home are the best.
I agree.
I'll
Hmm.
try it and I'll tell you about it.
Done. So, do you have any updates for me from Tokyo?
Update. So the other day I was home like the rest of my days, but I was watching TV, and then ekdam se na
Hmm.
there was like a pop-up and I'm like ye kahan se pop-up aa gaya, and the pop-up was like a bulletin and it was all in Japanese. I had no idea what it was. It was from NHK. So NHK is like PTV over here. They do have NHK World, which is in English, but वो बिल्कुल different programming होती है. So this one is in Japanese. Something's happening, and I'm like, "What's happening?" I was like, "क्या मैंने कहीं button दबाया है? Did I sit? Did I press?" Because the remote was far, far away. When I paid attention to it, I could guess that it was about an earthquake. So I was like, "Wait a second, is there an earthquake happening over here?" So I was messaging my husband, and I was like, "What's happening? Can you ask a Japanese person in your office?" Because he was in office. So he was like, no, nothing's happening. Everybody's just doing their thing. So maybe there was an earthquake somewhere else, or I don't know what it was. But then the next day, I found out that there was an earthquake somewhere in Tokyo, but it was not a big one. But it scared me because you know what it is, right? Japan is prone to earthquakes. Earthquakes are very common over here. And I was reading somewhere that it gets around 1,500 to 5,000 earthquakes every year.
Yeah, it's because of
Some
the
are small.
location of
Yeah.
Japan. It's right at the edge of tectonic plates.
Okay, so some are minor. They say you don't feel it. So maybe nobody felt it. But then I was then I was reading about the major ones, and major ones are like 7 magnitude or higher. Those happen every 2 years. And the last one that happened was in January 2024. And the next one is going to happen in Jan 2026. जो बस आने वाला है. So I don't know about other people, but I am on high alert. But thankfully, I will be in, around that time, we'll be in our house, and that's on the first floor.
Yeah, thank God you're not
So
on like 40th floor in an apartment building.
yes, yes, because that would scare. Like even when we were moving, I'm like, "But some earthquake, tsunami. I mean, why? Why is this happening?" But anyway, we will see. So that happened. Other than that, nothing else. We did manage to go to Team Lab over here, and Tara, when you come, we will go. Like I've been to Team Lab in Shanghai. It was amazing. I loved it. Anybody who came to Shanghai, we're like, you know what, you guys gotta go there. It was just a pop-up one. It was an exhibition, so they packed up and it's no longer there. But over here it's a permanent thing because this is where it started. And it is so amazing. We've just done one. And yeah. What have you been up to?
So I attended a wedding,
Mm-hmm.
half wedding, and then I ran off from there.
Yes, because I
Um,
was gonna say, oh, Tyra at a wedding. How did that happen?
so I went to Mendi. It was in another city nearby, but still an hour long drive. So I went for the Mendi. I packed for the Barat. So I planned to stay for 2 days. But after Mendi, that ended like at 2 a.m. And I was exhausted and I was completely done with people. And then we came to the house, and people were up like till 5 a.m. And I'm like, shit, what have I gotten myself into? I should have gone back home. Anyway, I went to bed, sent everyone to bed, woke up in the morning, had a cup of tea, and I was like, okay, time to go. I can't do this anymore. And then I obviously promised everyone, lied that I'll be back in the evening. But I never showed up and they kept calling. Then the third day was Walima, which was in Lahore. And then they said, you have to
Did
come
you
to
go for that?
Walima.
So you did go to the Valima.
I didn't. Because I tell you why. That day, my friends landed from Indonesia, my really good friends. They were coming over for dinner. Two of my friends were here from Islamabad. They were coming for dinner. And then there were other couple of friends who were coming to meet all of us. So I actually had people over for dinner and I was cooking all day. So I was like, sorry, I have guests over. I can't, I wish I could. They just showed up, which they didn't. But you know how I am with weddings, and especially I just get done with hanging out with a really big group of people. One day I can do, second day my energy is completely drained, and I'm like, why am I even alive? I should die. Why did I even choose to get involved in this? And vagera vagera. So yeah, I just ran off. But I enjoyed making dinner. I made pasta, but with pumpkin sauce for the first time. That turned
Wait,
out really
pumpkin sauce and pasta. Okay. Oh, did you put feta in it? Was there something?
no, there
No,
was
but
no
that would.
cheese. So
Okay, there was no
I just
cheese.
baked the pumpkin, cut it in
Mm-hmm.
half, baked it for 45 minutes, and once it became all mushy and soft, then I just scraped it out and made the sauce the way you make like tomato sauce with a lot of
Okay.
basil though. And then you just blend it with a blender. I did it with a hand blender, and it becomes really smooth, creamy pumpkin sauce. And then you just boil the pasta and put in it. It was really nice. So yeah, so we
Okay. So
did
you're
that. I had
okay.
a good time with the friends I was seeing after a long time and together especially.
Did you
So
guys
yeah.
go somewhere together?
No, we just stayed home. Why would I go anywhere? I just tell everyone to come over. And then they do, and then it's like, let's not go anywhere else. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the best kind of hangouts. I
Yeah, yeah.
mean, so I'm going to tell my itinerary to you later on. I don't want to share it with everybody,
Why not?
but you have to.
Is it
But
shadi
I'm
shoes you
you.
need, or you just need
Yes.
other
No. I
shoes?
need shadi shoes. I need shadi shoes
What happened to your
because
old
I.
shoes that you left
You know
here?
what? What? No, I didn't leave anything here. I took
Okay.
everything with me. However, like
Hmm.
around 4 years ago,
Hmm.
I decided I'm not gonna wear any heels.
So you threw
So I
them away.
stopped. I
Mm,
threw them. Also, they were in pretty bad shape. I had, so I threw all of them away.
good.
Only now to realize that sometimes
Hmm.
you need to wear them.
Hmm. Maybe
And
you can
also,
get one pair of heels.
yeah, I can just get one, and that's it. I can get like a neutral color, and then I mean wear it with both the clothes. So yeah, so that's my plan, which brings us to the Rishta apps that we were looking at.
There was an
Right? What
article
was
in
it?
Dawn about
Mm-hmm.
the use of Rishta apps. not rishta, generally dating apps plus rishta apps
Yeah.
in Pakistan, and how it has increased, but what are the pros and cons, and why there's so much stigma attached to it still. Like people don't admit it if they are on the app or not.
So listen, I've never been on a dating app, and the reason is not that I'm like, oh, I'm better than anyone else. It's just that I don't think the dating apps were around when I met my now husband, and when it started, I was already dating, and we were already committed at that time. But I do know that other people were on it, not openly talking about it. That was like what, 12 years ago? People still don't talk or mention that they are on what is it? Is it still Tinder? I don't think so. It's Bumble, right?
Is Bumble,
Every
yeah.
hmm
Tinder was blocked in Pakistan because our government thought that it was promoting some inappropriate content. People were still using it on VPNs like everything else. Like we were using X on VPN and at one point YouTube on VPN.
No, wait, wasn't our government also on Twitter at one point in time when they had
Till
banned
very
Twitter for
recently.
everybody? So
Yeah, yeah, they were
amazing.
also on
Okay, okay.
VPN. They were still tweeting. It was hilarious. So yeah, most of the people are on Bumble because one, women feel more safe on Bumble because they are the ones who
True.
initiate the conversation and not the men.
Okay.
On Tinder,
Okay.
anyone can send anyone any text, but on Bumble,
Uh,
if a woman is not interested, a man cannot get in touch with you and you won't get those spam messages. So you
oh, that's
only,
nice.
anyone you feel that you can vibe with, a woman can send the message and start communicating.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it
There's another
was,
app that I've heard. Muzmatch. Muz,
yeah,
is
yeah,
that
yeah.
Muz, like Muslim, right? Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
yeah, it's a British
Okay.
app, yeah. So there's one Pakistani also, one Dil Ka Rishta that
Mm-hmm.
article talks about, and the Moz app is also there. It's a British app, but they have a office in Pakistan also. So it's a very subcontinent thing. It's a South Asian thing. The matchmaking
Yeah,
situation.
because there's so much of arranged marriage over here, right? I think in the
Yeah.
article she had said, or 80, what was it? Let me take it out. 81% of married Pakistanis had an arranged marriage, or Baki was love marriage. So it's a good business,
It is a good
you know.
business for a
It's I
society
mean
like
whoever,
us. Yeah.
yeah,
One,
yeah,
we are
because
obsessed
we
with marriage. Obsessed. Not only that we want everybody to be married, we also want, we look forward to the whole, as I was telling you, the wedding is like 5 days long. It's no more like one day wedding. So we're obsessed with marriage and we want to do it ourselves, like the families. They don't like it if the boy or the girl comes home and says, "Hey, mommy, I've found someone that I want to be married to." And you always get, like, you have gotten married by, you found your husband, it wasn't arranged.
I found love.
I was married once and I also found the
Found
husband.
love.
Um,
But
and
listen, my sisters and
mm,
also your brothers
mm,
had arranged marriages, and my sisters
one of my
and my
brother
brother,
had.
one of your
Oh,
brother,
yeah.
and my siblings, except for the younger one,
Mm,
theirs was arranged.
yeah.
So yes, arranged marriages is how people get married here. You know, I guess parents want their kids to be with someone for whatever reason. I'm going to look at it in a positive way and be like, you don't want your child to be alone when you're not around. Have your own family, have your own life. And I think actually for these apps, you have arranged marriages happening, and how do they happen, right? You either do it in your family, which is disgusting. So
Mm,
you do it within your family, or you go and hire a rishta auntie, and that rishta auntie helps you out. Or kaise hogi?
yeah,
Because you
that's it.
also,
ऐसे
right,
ही
that's
होता
it.
है. Yeah,
And then how did we meet our husbands? We met
yeah,
them through work.
yeah, yeah.
So let's say you have parents who are a little bit open in the sense that they're pretty chill. They want you to get married. get married because parents do want you to get married. But let's say the parents are like, okay, you know what, khud hi dhoond lo tum. It's
Hmm.
fine. Find your own
Hmm.
person. So how do we do it?
Hmm.
Either you meet somebody through your
Either you are,
friends.
yeah, or you've studied with them, or you worked with them, or
Yes.
you
Mhm.
have common friends and they've been introduced to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what if you don't want to get married to anybody? Then what do
Hmm.
you do? So I think it's great that these apps are around, and it's sad that there is still stigma attached to it. Okay, I haven't been, so you can, are you on it? Or have
I,
you used it?
yes, I have used Bumble few years
Mm-hmm.
ago. And I tell you, the stigma is always because the acceptance of choice is not here. We live in, as a South Asian society, we live in an extremely patriarchal society where giving women
Mm-hmm.
even a little bit of freedom, like to choose your partner or go out with someone, is looked down upon by everyone. So that's why there is this taboo attached to it. Like, oh, so you are going to go and meet him and decide that if you want to be with him, get married to him, vagera. The parents want to take control of that. And I've been on the app and I found a lot of men that I know are married on it. And the others, most of the men there were a few that I've spoken to. Eventually, they say, oh, we are married but separated, which is a lie. Because obviously, those men that I know are mostly married to my friends, like
And
women I know,
happily married, right?
and happily married.
Happily married. But they are on Bumble.
They
Wow.
are on Bumble
Okay.
looking for dates. And the others are like, oh, we are separated, but we don't want to get divorced because of the kids. I mean, it will be good for kids if you're divorced instead of you going around doing what you're doing, not giving the same, freedom to the woman that you're married to. She should
Yeah.
also be able to go out and meet someone else then. But yeah, men think that separation gives them the right to go out and meet other women, but obviously the woman they are married to should just stay as his wife and the kids, which is bakwas ke they are separated. वो नहीं होता है. Couple of dates I went out on were like, not so nice experiences. I've made friends, couple of friends on Bumble. Um, I did go out with one guy that I met on Bumble that ended in disaster after a few months. Like
Okay.
literally the worst experience of my life. That was enough to traumatize me enough to not go back on the dating.
On Bumble. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So listen, but that is a risk that you take with in your life, like people you meet as well. Of course there's that aspect कि अगर आप किसी बंदे या बंदी को जानते हैं for a long time, you kind of know or can guess whether you will get along with them or not. But I feel like the risk of finding somebody or not finding somebody is the same on the app as well. You don't know unless and until you start living with them. Sometimes love marriages also end in oh, our time is up almost. Anyway, so what I was saying was sometimes love marriages don't times people don't get along after staying for a long time, and they kind of move on, and then sometimes arranged marriages do really well.
Yeah.
I think it's the way we use the app. I guess the way you said it, Bumble is okay, kind of,
Better
because the
than.
women better than others because
Mm.
you can initiate. But what I want to know is that on Bumble, what does your profile say? If I'm on Bumble and I want to be out there, I'll be like, okay, listen, so I am looking for a partner for life. I want to get married to somebody. I don't want to just date. This is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm guessing people don't do that because people, like, they want to be mysterious. So they don't want to add everything that they're looking for. Even women, I'm guessing, I don't know. Maybe it's
Mm.
different. We know one person who was very clear with what she wanted, because she wanted somebody who was kind, somebody who had money, and she mentioned that, and she found somebody and she's happily married to that guy.
Yeah.
So I respect that. So clear. That's how you should do it. I think that's the way to find somebody that you want to, be with forever. You just tell people what you want and don't say, oh, I need somebody who's humorous and funny. I want somebody who has a stable job. I want somebody who doesn't want to live with his parents. Just say it, and then it'll take some time, and then I don't know, maybe you'll find somebody. So yeah, all for these dating and rishta apps.
So, Shadi apps, I totally agree with you. You know what the end goal is. This is why you're going there. You want to find a life partner that you can match with, like on these marriage apps. I was reading that they have the filters are there, like what religion you want, what language you think he should be speaking, what country or city he should be living in or she should be living in. So that filters out all these people, like people who do not live in Pakistan, for example. So anyone else will be filtered out. And then further, I would say, oh, I want to marry a doctor. And so it works fine. I've read stories in the same article where a woman who couldn't find anyone by meeting or in real life, she found someone on the app. She was a divorced single mother who couldn't find anyone, and then she found this divorced single father, and they both agreed on the values that they both believed in, and then they got married. And she's like, it worked and it did work out for her. On the dating apps, on the other hand, remember, women are or men are not going on dating apps because they want to get married. It's just that they want to date people, they want to meet new people, they want to experience companionship, and if it eventually becomes the shadi or the long term relationship, great. But the basic requirement to be on Bumble is you should be single looking for someone in your life. But if half the people, men especially, 65% are married on it, imagine even if I'm thinking that eventually it might become a long term relationship, the possibility is
Yeah.
not there. So, first, I need to talk to them and figure out which one that I liked is married or not. And if he's not married, then where are the dead bodies? Like, what's the catch? And most of the men, and it's not Pakistan, global issue is that men are
I'm sure,
becoming
yeah.
more and more stupid and women are becoming more and more. The bar is so low already for men. The bar is so low.
Listen,
They don't even make effort to reach that bar. Like, someone in another podcast was saying, a really amazing man is a regular woman. Every woman does what like a one
that's true.
really amazing man does. So imagine when you are bringing some kind of emotional support in a relationship. That's what she does every day for her friends, and she has been doing it for since she was 13. So the bar is
Maybe
so low.
earlier,
Maybe earlier,
because parents को भी कर रहे होते हैं और siblings को भी कर रहे होते हैं, ये बचपन से
right?
चल रहा होता है हमारा.
If you're firstborn daughters, then definitely much earlier. तो बार पहले ही इतनी लो है. Even then, the men are so stupid and idiot that they can't handle it. Oh, it's
Listen, I have
frustrating.
an idea. I know what these companies should do. बस ID cards लगा दें इनकी. आप ID
हाँ,
cards दें हमें. By the way, right? We
yeah.
have to like put our phone numbers, and in a lot of places we also have to put our ID cards and our passport numbers. My passport number is God knows पता नहीं कहाँ कहाँ.
Hmm.
तो इसमें कर दें. I mean, what is stopping them? Like, and making it a little bit more easier for people to avoid these creeps. Shadi, please, up na, you know.
Bumble's CEO is a woman, and she's the one who started Tinder, and then she left and she started Bumble because she wanted to create a space which was much safer for women. It also has a feature where you can tag someone if you've spoken to him or if you know him. You can actually report that person and say this man is married and he's on this app looking for to hook up with single women. So
No,
he's
but why do
lying.
I have to do it? No, why can't you do it? I mean, you're the one who's asked me to get a subscription on your app. So do that for me. Why do I have to vet that person out myself and then Yes, sure, I get the let me help other women because I'm sure men and people who are on it can find ways around that as well. Because अगर उनको आना है इन apps में to just have fun, they'll find ways to do that. But I mean, as a company, if you're making money out of girls or women who are looking for some companionship, then do something about it. I'm sorry, I do not trust any of these CEOs with their mission statements when they're like, I'm
Same.
doing this because, yeah, because women were feeling unsafe in on Tinder and हाँ वो खत्म हो गया तो you just came and started this. Great. Please give me a break. You're making money off us, then make the experience a little bit better. Vet them out for us and not leave it on us to vet them out. So anyway, conclusion ये है कि कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है किसी dating ऐप पे जाने की किसी को. Just get married. Just go to रिश्ता. No, don't get married.
Make up your
और
mind,
अगर
woman.
करनी है, no, listen, you guys do you. Go on these dating apps if you guys like. Go on the rishta apps that you like. That's what
But
I
the
feel.
article बहुत अच्छा है. I will put the link also in
Mm-hmm.
description. Because in her conclusion, the writer also says that the problem is that the entire Rishta culture in our country is deeply patriarchal. Like, you know how girls need to serve the chai and ladke ke
Mm-hmm.
ghar wale can just reject her by just looking at her. And the questions they ask, like, um, कि खाना बनाना आता है, will you work or not work after getting married, like these choices that are taken away from the girls. So when you translate the same culture digitally as well, the problem
Mm-hmm.
doesn't get solved. So first we need to solve
Yes.
this societal problem before we actually can make these apps and these digital places safe for women to use and to go on.
Yeah. So yes. Moving on.
So without moving on, the woman that I want to
Okay.
talk about works in the same space. She runs this foundation. It's called Digital Rights Foundation, and her name is Nigat Dad.
Mm.
She's a lawyer from Pakistan, and she has been globally recognized as well for her efforts to create laws and create digital spaces more and more safe for women. Like the online harassment is a big problem in our society, in Asia generally, but globally as well. So she has worked to create laws that can handle those problems. Like if you're being harassed online, you can still go to police and you can register an application complaint against the harasser, and they will be prosecuted as per their crime. So it's considered a crime because of her. She also educates women on how to use digital spaces safely, what to do if someone is harassing you. So if you go see her Digital Rights Foundation page on socials, you will
Mm-hmm.
find these small videos that she has created um, to help all the women to have this safety net and not feel isolated, because when someone is harassing us, we feel very isolated. We want to hide it, we delete it. She tells girls, don't delete it, don't hide it. Document everything that's coming your way. So later on, when you're going to police or if you're going to authorities, you should have like make videos if someone is following you, someone has found your home address, so everything documented, so it's easier in your case. And then the more documentation you have, the bigger the case can be. So she's this really amazing woman, Nigar Dad. Shout out to her. She's she has been personally very helpful in any problem that I found out that any girl was facing. She is my safe person to go to. She has this team of amazing young lawyers who are always there. Like at one time, I needed to go to the station for something, police station, and she told me, you don't go alone. lawyer will go with you, so they will know how to handle the police. Like, it was very petty, small thing, but she's like, you need to be protected. So she's really amazing that way. Do follow her content and make the digital space safe for yourself and share it with your other girlfriends as well. Sisters, stay safe. And
Yeah.
now moving
So
on.
now moving on. Well, we are on the person of, I mean, that was your person for today's episode. So mine is a little bit different. She is entirely on Instagram. Her name is Omnia. Oumnia. And you can find her on her handle. It's at omnia.bouala
हम्म क्या
m
करती हैं
bo alam.
ओमनिया
Hold on. Yeah. Yes.
That's probably Zoe.
Pause. No, it's Bassam, but he has to go get it. Get her. Yeah. What did you get? Oh my god.
What did you do?
The cookies are burnt. They're black. That's why he was calling me. Because aag nikal rahi thi. He
I'm
noticed
so
right at the end.
sorry. Make new batch. You didn't like the last one
Oh.
anyway. I'm so sorry. Oh
No, I have two
no.
from this batch, but they looked they looked like flatbread. But now
They are burnt
I
flatbread.
should have. Anyway,
Okay.
where was I? Okay,
Your person,
so my
Omnia.
person is Omnia. She is all about decolonizing your mind. So her content is all about that, right? And then she's also very open about her past because she used to be in the corporate world. And she's open about how she was part of the system that exploited minority communities. And I don't know exactly when she left all of that. I'm forgetting, but she did. And then she's like, this is my life's purpose. She has a business as well. Her business is called Brussels Global, where she helps women build their digital presence. But I don't really follow that. I just follow her on Instagram because I really like her content. And one of the things that you do when you message her or follow her is that she then encourages you to subscribe to her newsletter, which is free. So that's okay, but it comes directly to you because her posts have a lot of information, but then the newsletter has a little bit more. And she calls it the Colonial BS Times. And every week, what she does is she lists down whatever she's reading, and then she gives her view of why she thinks this business or this celebrity or this industry is exploiting people. So, what I'll do is I will do two stories that she covered in her recent newsletter, and then you guys can just go on her page and then figure it out if you want to follow her or not. So one was about Nara Smith. I had no idea who this girl was, so I went online. She's an influencer. She used to be a model, and her thing is that she cooks online. She does cooking and from scratch, and then she wears like these really nice. Do you know her? No. Okay. So I didn't know, but I mean that's the content that kind of sells, right? Cooking का content तो बहुत अच्छा
Yeah,
चलता है.
but I find those women making things from scratch very, already very dodgy, very
Yeah,
sus.
yeah, yeah. So I watched some of her stuff, and yes, I was not into the kind of content that she has, but she has a lot of followers. She has like 17 million followers on TikTok, or maybe 13. I don't know, but she has a lot of followers. And what do these influencers do when you have a lot of followers? They want to get out of this field and turn it into a business. So she says, Omnia was mentioning this lady out, and she's like, her cookware. See, this lady came out with the cookware, and she did two drops, and then both the times she sold out. So Omnia says that. So she points out that this lady has been accused of copying smaller creators, and her whole brand, which is like, oh, she's such a goddess and she takes care of the house and all of that, sits on a bigger conversation, which is the unpaid labor. So that was an interesting take on it. She also points out that women globally are doing $10.9 trillion worth of unpaid housework. And we know how everyone feels about people who do housework. It's just ghar ka kaam. People don't take it seriously. So that was one. So what she does is, Omnia, she gives you her own opinion, and then she puts a link there which you can click, and then if you want to do a deep dive, then you can do a deep dive. Because what I feel with these newsletters and these kind of content is there's so much of it, you get overwhelmed. So I do read all of them, but I kind of pick few that I want to deep dive. So you guys can also do this. So there was another one in a recent one. So it was Google versus food bloggers. So food bloggers are losing huge amount of traffic because of Google's new AI model. And what it's doing is that it's just scraping the recipes and it shows the answers directly on the search page, which is true. I mean, if you do it and the AI pops up, it kind of gives you a gist of what you're looking for. And then, it's up to you. You want to move on to the actual website or you don't. And in most cases, you're doing a quick search, you don't. So a lot of food bloggers are losing traffic. And she points out, which is interesting, is that the creators who were asked to, make SEO friendly content, they gave their data to Google, and now Google is just taking it all and they're training their AI model and then just getting rid of people they don't need anymore. So, because, who cares about people? AI is going to rule the world. So, that's what Omnia does. She kind of looks at different areas and she does a lot of things. She does fashion industry, she does politics, she does finance, she does tech के बहुत ज़्यादा हैं तो since these days I'm interested in tech, and also AI is such a big conversation, so I enjoy her take on it. So yeah, follow her. I think you guys will find her interesting, and she is the win of this episode for me.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Since we have been colonized as a country, we understand the baggage that we still carry in everyday life. So that would be interesting. I'll check her out and what she
Yeah,
has
check
to
it out. I
say.
think that's why I got interested as well, because there's been a lot of unlearning happening in the past couple of years. So any content, actually, that's what my algorithm is. So I think the algorithm always, it knows what I want. I think that's why this lady popped up on my feed, I think a year or 2 years ago.
We'll put a
And
link
enjoy.
for her.
We'll do that.
Hmm. So listen, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Tell me.
I couldn't read that book.
You couldn't? Okay, that was a hard. I read it. I read
Yeah.
the book,
And
but and it's okay.
what's the
It's
name of
not
the
my,
book? Do you wanna just say what's the
it's,
name?
yes, it's called Hunchback by this Japanese writer called Ichikaya. Okay,
Hmm.
why couldn't you finish it?
I went halfway. It's not a big book. It was on my phone. It showed 150 pages, and I'm already 60% in. But it was the story of this hunchback woman. Remember, first thing I messaged you was like, "Oh my God, it's soft porn," but it wasn't. It was just her writing about some place, and it turned out this is the story of a girl who's hunched back, who lives in a care facility where someone else has to bathe her, feed her, take care of her, do her laundry, dishes, and she's on connected to all these machines to even survive. But then that never ends. Like her description of the day and how she needs to move her neck to write, move her legs to read. It's just never ending. And but what I liked about it was that it reminded being an abled person, she reminds you again and again that how easy it is for you no able person thinks like it's a privilege to go to a bookstore, buy the book, bring it back home, and as a hard copy, you open it, turn the page, all these things that she's not able to do, and you're reminded of your privileges. So that's one part I liked. But I just couldn't handle her going on and on about her description of her every, like, her daily life and things that she wished she could do. I was just done with it. I was like, let's move on in the story, or I needed some other dimension to it, some other character, some other something, but it wasn't happening. So I stopped.
So you stop. That's why I found this book to be a little difficult just to finish, not the content itself. I was okay with her describing her challenges and all of that, but you're right. It just went on and on and on, and you're like, why? Also, I am not very comfortable reading explicit content.
I know
So
that.
there
That's why I warned you.
so I'm very uncomfortable. So when I did get to those point that the book starts with that, so that's a little shock. And you had already told me, so I was kind of prepared, and I'm like, oh my god, do I have to go through that? But then in the book as well, there's not a lot of it, but there is some explicit areas. But I think that's the idea. I think we're not supposed to love this character. I mean, that's what I felt about it. I don't know. She seemed a little bit annoying, the character. Her life was pretty, she struggled because, I mean, that's why the descriptions were so long, because I think that is what this character was obsessed with. She sounded angry. Sounded resentful and towards able-bodied people, which I felt was a little bit interesting because I she mentions this person called Tomoko Yunezo. Did you get to that point? So I had no idea about that. So this lady is a real person from Japan, and she got polio when she was young, so she was disabled, and her claim to fame is that she went to the exhibition where Mona Lisa was being shown in Tokyo, and she threw red paint on it. And the reason why she did that was because when Mona Lisa, the painting, came for a tour in Japan, because many people wanted to go see this, and due to the large number of visitors, the Tokyo Museum restricted access. And guess for who? For people with disabilities and others needing assistance. She somehow made it inside, and then she approached the painting. She's sprayed the red paint, and then she also shouted, she's like, you're excluding the disabled. The Mona Lisa is crying because she's witnessing such wrongful discrimination. So I thought that bit was, and then there are other bits and pieces in the book later on. I think that's halfway through, or actually it's right at the end. I think the
There you
last,
go. I need to go through it.
yeah.
But no, I decided last year if I've started a book, I need to finish it. It might take me longer because I went back to another book that I was reading, but I will finish this.
I'll say, yeah, read it, but just know that it's quite descriptive. Some of the books are pretty hard for me to finish because they make everything so descriptive. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to know more. Just tell me that there is a brown table with a chair. You don't need to tell me what the lines look like
Which
and what
wood it
pattern is
is.
on it, what smelled. I mean, I don't want that much detail. Let me just
Hmm.
with a visual, because know why they do it, because they really want you to imagine what they're
Yeah, yeah.
imagining. But come on, leave some bit to us as well.
Imagination. Let us also think of few things. So I think as a story, I understand her anger, her resentment, but as a story, I think it needed, if you're saying it becomes slightly more, multi-dimensional towards the end. Maybe I will have a different opinion about it. But do we know
Hmm.
which book are we reading this week? I really like
Oh,
this book, The Sense of an Ending. I sent it to you. It's by a British writer. Let
no,
me
you
see what.
haven't.
The Sense of an Ending is one of my favorite book. It talks about how human memory tricks us all the time, how we remember things, but in reality, like, human memory is a very tricky thing. Um, and that he tells in a story. It won a prize also. It's a novel by Julian Barnes, and he wrote it in 2007. Apparently, someone has made a movie also out of it. Someone adapted a movie. If you want to watch the
Let me
movie,
watch the movie first.
yeah, go watch the movie then.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah,
I'm like,
there
let's
you
watch the
go.
movie first.
There you go.
So we can, so yeah, I can read that. But then
Okay.
what are you going to read? We can talk about
I'm
it.
gonna finish this book, Hunchback.
You can finish this book and then I will read that book.
Done.
Okay. So this was an incomplete homework
Yes,
from you. So
I'll
आपको
do
50
better.
marks मिले इसके.
I'll do better.
And then the movie didn't happen either, right?
No, because I do not have Netflix. I don't want to have
I know.
Netflix because then you keep watching stupid
मेरे
things.
पास भी नहीं है. Exactly. मेरे पास
Uh,
भी नहीं है, but I ask other people to give me their Netflix account.
oh. It will come on, on the other websites eventually. Then I'll watch it.
Achia, Achia. I'll just say it's a great movie. You will love it. It
Hmm.
is an Indian movie. It has been submitted for the Oscars,
Yeah.
and the story follows two besties, childhood besties. One is Shoaib, and the other one is Chanda, maybe something Chanda, and they have a big dream, and the dream is that they want to be policemen, and it's because they feel that wearing the uniform will give them respect,
In
because
society, yeah.
they both are from minority groups and they don't get that much respect. And it's a very well made movie. The actors are pretty amazing as well. So the movie also talks about a lot of other issues in India. Again, how minority groups are treated. Chanda is Dalit. Am I saying it right? Dalit, right? So he's Dalit. There is a very heartbreaking scene where his mom is hired as a cook in a school, but the parents complain, and then the principal has to let her go. So that's a very intense scene. And a lot of the things we can also um, resonate with, because, I mean, we're not perfect either. Think about the everyday behavior that we've normalized. Look at how we treat our domestic help. We don't see them as equal, and in many households, people even keep separate plates and glasses
Can you
for
imagine?
them.
They can do
I
your dishes, they can cook for you, but they can't eat in
Yes,
your, yeah.
yes, because I have confronted people, and then you can't really be rude because a lot of people with these ideas are bade hain, so you have to be a
Older
little bit tameez.
generation, yeah.
So you have to be a little bit tamizar with them. But I mean, you do point out, and then the reasoning that they give is, inki safai nahi hai. And just what you said, what do you mean safai nahi hai? They're cleaning your house. They're making your parathe bana rahe hain unhi haathon se. So I just don't understand. But I think it's important for us to call these behaviors out.
Yeah.
um, एक दिन में तो change नहीं होगा, but eventually they'll stop, because I do know people who have stopped. So yeah, so you have that, and then we don't treat our, I call them essential workers. ये तो कचरा उठाने वाला है. What do you mean? I mean, they pick up your garbage. What are you going to do with it? If they don't pick it up, your house is going to smell like shit.
Also, it's your
You know?
garbage they are picking. No, it's not theirs. They didn't bring
Yes.
it from
Yeah.
home. You're the one who's spreading it.
Yes, absolutely. और क्या, our class division is so extreme. गरीब से गरीब, अमीर से अमीर. We don't want to mingle. We don't want someone from the other class to come and hang out. दोस्त तो बन सकते हैं, but उससे ज़्यादा नहीं हो सकते. Like, it is so fucked up. Besides that, then there's religious discrimination, ethnic and community-based biases. Pashtun ka mazak udaye, Sindhi ka mazak udaye, Punjabi ka mazak udaye. And I'm not saying I've been saint. I'm sure मैंने भी कभी किया होगा. But you learn and you grow
Yeah,
and you
you know better.
change.
Yeah, you change.
Saw our parents do it, their parents did it. I mean, kabhi to generational break aayegi. So yeah, so this movie deals with a lot of the issues, the minority issues and anti-Muslim issues in India. But the main theme is the friendship between the two boys, how they support each other. It's just the most beautiful thing, and you will really enjoy it. So it's a big fat yes for me for this movie. You have to watch it when you can.
I will as soon as I can. And next week, I want you to watch In the Mood for Love. It's a Chinese movie. They say it's one of the most beautiful romantic movie of all times. Like on top 5 ever made. This is one of
That's my
them.
favorite genre.
The
The
romance.
romance.
Yeah, so you will love
Also,
it. It
will I
is
cry a lot? Probably, right?
Mm,
No,
well, maybe. So it's by
I cry at
director
everything.
Wong Kar Wai. I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sure again. But watch In the Mood for Love. It's a very slow movie. The soundtrack is to die for, and both the characters in it, the boy and the girl, are so good looking. That and their dresses, and because the film is set in 1960s, but it was made in 2000s. It's the most beautiful film. Watch it. I want you to watch it because I love it so much. So he made another movie that I've downloaded. I'm gonna watch this week. But watch this and we'll talk about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've written it down. I will watch it, even though I'm watching this Korean TV show
Hmm.
when life gives you tangerine.
And not
So I'm
lemon.
gonna recommend No Lemon. I love that. Oh my god, it's such a beautiful TV show. It's all of these like South Korean TV dramas are like really long. I need like 20 hours to finish it.
It's like many
Well, you can
seasons
start by
or many episodes, just
right now.
one season.
It's just one season. I think
But
it's one season, but they're like 16 episodes, and each episode is like an hour long.
oh wow, that's a lot of TV.
I watched 10, but
Mm.
I'll talk about it
But
in
listen,
some
I'm
other.
thinking I should get a TV. I'm sick of, I think my eyesight is going because I'm on my laptop a lot. Should I get a television screen, a
I
big
am
screen?
shocked that you do not have a TV. How can anyone not have a TV at
Should I
home?
get
You know how we
one?
are. What do you mean? Of course you should. Why do you not have one?
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna
telling you,
go
I
and
hate
get one.
watching. So by the way, Netflix does not work on the TV currently. So
Mm,
I'm watching it on my laptop,
laptop.
and I hate
Mm,
I don't because
mm,
it's just too up close.
too up
And you
close.
also and you put it on your lap and then
Yeah,
like you're just staring at it and you're
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Please
Okay,
get a
I'm gonna get
TV.
a screen. And with that,
Okay,
should we
so
end
next
today's episode?
so next week when we meet, you will tell me that you watched whatever you watch on a big screen.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Fingers crossed. I
Yay.
do it. And also now we have our socials and our email address and our website. So please join us on Call Me When You Land on Instagram, Facebook, on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. If you're already listening, subscribe to our channel, please. We need some audience.
Yes,
And
subscribe. Click, click, click. Also, call me when you land is call me when it's a U or it's a YOU.
so on YouTube, it is YOU, but our email is call me when the letter U land at gmail.com. And our Insta is also call me when you, the alphabet land. So find us on socials. Please leave your comments. And bye bye.
Bye bye. See you next time.